you know our history on TNG. We did our 7 years, even though we could have done more. Yeah. They had this weird idea that Deep Sleep 9 was going to be as successful as TNG. I used to get booed for saying that. Yeah. Nice. Listen, it all got better when Michael Dorn went on the show. I'm saying that because I'm assuming, not that I ever watched it, but they got great numbers for their pilot, you see, so they went, oh, we'll get rid of, TNG, and then DS9, or actually, what Jonathan calls it, Deep Throat 9, we'll just take over the audience, and of course it didn't. In fact, after TNG, the audiences dropped off for every show that came after. They did, with Enterprise, I really did feel they went to the well once too many times. They were pretty, what? Who went that? Who made that noise? Were you the person watching Enterprise? It was you! Alright. Listen, I was on it, and I didn't watch it, right? So, anyway, so we did our 7 years, and then we were going to be the movie franchise, which was very exciting, because back in the day, there was a real separation between movie stars and TV actors. When I first went to Hollywood, if you did TV, you were kind of persona non grata for films, and film stars were like, ooh, not doing television. It's very different now, and all the movie stars are doing TV. But, so we were very excited to get the movies, and the script arrived in our Christmas break. So I read the script, and I got to the bit, Generations, that was the first one, got to the bit where I got to drive. And I went, oh, I get to drive the end. Oi, where are you going? Oi, don't fucking ignore me. That's just rude. If you think you're getting out here while I'm talking, and I'm not getting out, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm doing my talk. This is the best part of the weekend. Ladies, okay. Thank you. So anyway, so the script arrived, I get to drive. If you leave, you know I'm going to embarrass you. I'm telling you now. She had to go to the bathroom, so that's all right. So I called Michael Dorn, who's my best friend in America, and I'm like, Dorney, we call him Dorney because my husband's called Michael, just says, And so I said, Dorney, have you read the script? I get to drive the ship! And he went, have you finished the script? I said, no. He said, finish the script and call me back. So I finished the script, and I was really pissed off. Because if you think of the history of who drove the Enterprise, right? The first person to drive was the blind guy. Then the teenager. And then when he left, any chick in red who happened to be passing, here's the keys, go drive the Enterprise, and while you're down there, be nice to Data, because he gets lonely on his own down there. And never a scratch on it, until Troy got to drive. Well, I'm sorry, but in my defence, that planet just came out of nowhere, okay? So we were all very excited to do, if you're going to heckle, enunciate. So, I have to say before I get into the question and answer, those years on Star Trek were the happiest years of my life. I was working with the best people I had ever worked with. 20, whatever it is, nearly 30 years, it's our 30th anniversary next year, so 30 years on, we're all still best friends. That's unheard of in Hollywood. First of all, they don't like each other when they're working with each other, so they never maintain the friendship after. We are all still best friends. In fact, if we go to a party or a function or anything, by the end of the evening, we're sitting in the corner with our backs to the room, ignoring everybody else. Because we enjoy each other. We're a very funny cast, we're very funny, There was a lot of hilarity on the set. I mean, we laughed for 7 years non-stop. Non-stop. We had the best time. I love those guys, I really do. They just can't say enough about them. I'm not going to be mean about anybody on my cast. Alright, apart from Patrick. Old Baldy, as we call him. Oh, excuse me, Sir Old Baldy. Yeah, I was actually really chuffed when he became the Sir. The Americans don't get it. They don't get how big it is to be knighted in England. And so now when I see Patrick, and I don't see him that often because he doesn't live in LA anymore, but whenever I see him, I curtsy. Yeah. I do. And he goes, look, you see, that's what you should do. To the rest of the cast, it's like, that's what, see, Marina's got it right. So anyway, kids, let's find some questions. Put your hands up. Otherwise, it's going to be a really short panel.